everybody, and welcome back to my book club. So today I'm going to be giving my thoughts and feelings on the cast of the upcoming film adaptation of I'm Thinking of Ending Things. For those of you who do not know about this film, it is based on a book by Ian Reid. I have a 24-minute long book talk on it right on my channel. Hopefully you check it out if you read the book, because I spoil the shit out of that novel, you know. I know that the cast has been announced for quite a while, and for you wondering why I only chose to make it now, it's because yesterday some photos of the film were released and it looks really good. So I put off making it because I was quite hesitant, because when I saw the cast at first, I couldn't really place them in the book because like my imagination of the book was quite different. So when I first saw who was going to be playing who, I was like, okay, I mean, this is good. So especially when I saw the stills from the film, I was more confident because I was able to have a more tangible grasp of what the film was going to more or less look like and feel like. So please let me know. I'm excited to hear your own thoughts about the cast down below. Let me know what you think, and let's chat about it. Before we get into things, I hope you consider subscribing. I normally talk about books, and occasionally I do random shit like this. So if this is something that you enjoy, button's right down there. Welcome to the club. We'd like to have you. Entry's free. All you gotta do is hit that. Alright, let's begin. For you who are unfamiliar with the book's literary roots, this is the first adaptation for the screen. Not the silver screen, however, because this film is being put out straight to Netflix. It deals with some very dark and triggering themes, namely loneliness, depression, all the dark thoughts that come with these things, and I guess I would say that this book struggled to find its audience. If you look at the score on Goodreads over here, you will note that it looks like a very polarizing book. Like, I know many people who don't like it so much. I know some people who were like scratching their head by the end of it. And to some extent, I was also scratching my head at the end of it. The more I thought about it, the more I was able to develop a keener understanding of what I read. Okay, so I'm going to be discussing the cast members from the ones I'm least excited about to the one I am most excited about. Place your bet. So the first cast member I'm going to be talking about is Jake's dad. He's being played by David Thewlis, and he is probably the most known cast member. Most of you probably know him for giving the incredible performance on Mike Leigh's film Naked in 1993. He dominated the screen and conveyed both a sense of manic energy and sympathy. Jake's dad isn't described too heavily in the book, but based on what I was able to gather when I read the book, he is initially described as being someone very reserved and borderline standoffish. Many of you might remember him as Remus from a certain series about a young boy wizard and his wizard friends, which I will dare not mention. And most recently, he played Ares in the film Wonder Woman. Still waiting for that sequel. And this is perhaps an opportunity for the actor to play a role that he's normally not been known for. So I'm down. Number 2, and this is probably the most interesting one. So number 2 is Girlfriend, who is pretty much the protagonist of this book, right? She is being played by Jessie Buckley, most notably known for the films Wild Rose and Beast. Before becoming an actress in films, she was known for being very good on the stage. Like, she was in plays, she did theater. Fun fact, this role was supposed to go to Captain Marvel. This role was supposed to go to Brie Larson. No shade to Brie Larson, but I'm kind of glad she didn't get the role. I say this because, okay, look, hear me out. Everyone knows who she is. She's already super famous. She won an Oscar. She was in a Marvel film where she got the leading role of $1 billion at the box office. We know who she is. We know she's talented. We know she's got what it takes, right? I'm happy that Jessie Buckley got the role. I'm happy Charlie Kaufman is taking a chance on an actress who is extremely talented, and yet one that I'm sure many of you, probably none of you, have ever heard of. Also, now that Brie is out of the picture, both Girlfriend and Jake are being played by someone named Jessie. Interesting. Coincidence? So I first saw Jessie Buckley in this film called Beast, and I watched it on an airplane when I was on the way back home from South Africa. So in the movie, she basically plays this troubled young woman. She's rebellious. She feels like she's being suffocated by the traditional norms of the town she lives in. She has a domineering family, particularly kind of like a bully of a mother. She feels trapped, basically. And one day, she meets this boy in town, and he is an outsider. So she and Mr. Outsider kind of hit it off. They like each other. But here's the catch. he is suspected of being a murderer. Her performance in Beast, a movie I rewatched recently because I wanted to get a sense of what I was going to see in this film, was one where she kept her emotions on the surface. Like, she had to play a very turbulent, explosive character in this film. I really liked the way that she was able to capture the emotion of a rebellious troublemaker who was sick of being stifled by everyone and everything in her life. I thought it was terrific. Sorry if you hear noises. I mean, I live somewhere, and if I could soundproof this room, I would, but then I'd get bad lighting, and I love the natural lighting. I love the blue skies. I suppose that here she will be given a chance to play a very cryptic, complex character who has many emotions, but tends to withhold them. Someone who's very conflicted on the inside. I mean, you know what the plot of the book is. For those of you who haven't read the book, it's about a girl who's thinking about breaking up with her boyfriend, thinking of ending things with her boyfriend, and so much more. Read the book now if you have not. Number 3. So number 3 is Jake. Jake is being played by a very interesting actor who I've never seen be a full-on protagonist of a film. His name is Jesse Plemons, our second Jesse of the video. He has been in many big films, namely The Irishman, Game Night, Battleship, The Post, which was directed by Steven Spielberg, and El Camino, which is a film based on a hit TV show, Breaking Bad, I think? Yeah, Breaking Bad, sorry, I'm not good with TV. As far as protagonist goes, the only film where he was maybe semi-protagonist was this sweet little indie film called Other People, where he played the son of Molly Shannon, comedy legend, which, oh boy, I will get to that in a second. Just you wait. This is an excellent choice. This is excellent casting, let me tell you why. So, recognizable as he may be, he's one of those actors who you are familiar with, but would probably not know the name of if said to you. If I showed you a photo of him, you'd probably recognize him, but if I ask you what movie you've seen him in, you probably wouldn't know. He's familiar, but not well-known. But the familiarity is a plus. I say that the how to pronounce big words, guys. Give me a break. I need a water break. Hold on. I say that the familiarity, I finally pronounced that word right, is a plus because you may not know this, but familiarity is evidence that he is an actor who leaves an impression. And that is very necessary for the role of Jake because if you've read the book, you'll know that he is dealing with his own personal trauma and that his character does not have a very large role until the end. So let me talk about the film Other People for a while. So this is the first film I've seen with him where he plays a protagonist, well, semi-protagonist. He's sharing the main character duties with comedy gold legend Molly Shannon, and he plays a gay man who has recently gone through a breakup and is going back home to his town to spend time with his mother who is dying of a rare form of cancer. So the performances of both Molly Shannon and Jesse Plemons in this film are remarkable. Like, the chemistry between the two of them allowed them to show such an impeccable range of acting, of drama and comedy, and the fine line between those things. It was a chef's kiss. Love it. It's on Netflix, by the way. Check it out. So yes, to play Jake, he would need to have a good range as an actor because we need to believe the following things. 1, that girlfriend would want to be with him. 2, we'd need to have a sense of his personal trauma. And 3, we'd need to have a sense of why girlfriend would not want to be with him. Are going to have to be things found in a very layered performance that he's going to have to give, that he has hopefully given because, you know, the film is done being shot, and it's going to be out in September 4, I believe, on Netflix. So yeah, anticipation. Okay, the final cast member that I have not talked about, the one I am most excited for to see in this film, Toni Collette. She is playing Jake's mom, and I love this woman. I think that she's amazing in every single film she's in. Even this one. She was very good in this one, also on Netflix, by the way. This is perfect casting. If I were to describe Toni Collette as a performer, I would use one word, and that one word would be versatile. Versatile. Say it with me. Versatile. She can do scary, she can do funny, she can do sassy, she can do drama. This woman can do no wrong. Also, she has done some horror in the past. She was in Hereditary most recently, but I think the most known scary movie role she's been in was The Sixth Sense. Cried like a baby in that film. And she also recently played this youthful and hilariously annoying yoga mom in Rian Johnson's film Knives Out from last year. A really fun, cute whodunit, which was hilarious. Hilarity on her part, yeah. So I specifically mentioned Knives Out and Hereditary because to play Jake's mom, she's sort of gonna need to combine those two performances. They're quirky and the freaky. Jake and his girlfriend arrive at the house and meet her. It's noted that she smiles a lot and is overdressed for the occasion. So the more time they spend in the house with her, we see that she is described as being shaky and delicate, like she should break at any moment. And there's also a part in the book that mentions that she hears voices in her head. So pretty much the kind of woman you would be nervous to be around, because you might say something wrong and things could go downhill. Basically, Toni Collette in Hereditary. So I really do love this cast, and I really do love Charlie Kaufman as the director. I know that in my analysis video, if you've seen it, you'll see that I preferred David Lynch. You'll see that I said that I would much have rather had David Lynch direct this film. I have since educated myself on Charlie Kaufman, and I retract that statement. I think Charlie Kaufman is the best for the job, you know? This is his first live-action film since 2008, when he directed Synecdoche, New York. And then in 2015, he directed this adult puppet show film called Anomalisa, which I have seen and thought was really good. Don't take the kids. I'm thinking of doing a video explaining why I think Charlie Kaufman is the perfect guy for the job. And I hope to react to the trailer. And I hope to review the film when it comes out, because, like, I love this book and I want to just keep talking about it. And if you love the book too, subscribe, you know. Okay, so what this cast is going to need to do to knock it out of the park is to strike a balance between the reality and the uncanny. We need to both believe that they are real people we meet every day, and yet something needs to be off with them. It's going to need lots of technique, but all of these actors are very good actors, and I'm quite confident that Charlie Kaufman will know exactly what he's doing. But today, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And again, I want to know what you think of this cast. Do you like it? Are they what you imagined? Have you seen any of their movies before? Do you not know who any of them are? Let me know. But until then, I hope to see you in the next video, so take care.